you were not much of a drinker, Lord Kilmartin.
No, I am not. But in my defense, your mother does not like me.
So as you probably know, Bridgerton author Julia Quinn is super excited about Benedict being the romantic lead for Season 4. But there are definitely some things from Benedict's book that Season 4 really needs to nail. Plus, confirming Benedict as the main character gives us a big hint about what's coming in Seasons 5 and 6. Let's dive into the biggest secrets of Bridgerton Season 4. Author Julia Quinn is thrilled to see Luke Thompson's Benedict Bridgerton take center stage in Season 4. After focusing on Daphne, Anthony, and Colin in the earlier seasons, Season 4 will spotlight Benedict's romance following the exploration of his sexuality and desires in Season 3. This upcoming season will bring Quinn's third novel, An Offer from a Gentleman, to life. Quinn recently shared her excitement with People about seeing her novel's romance adapted for the screen. Even though she knew who would be playing the lead before the official announcement and hasn't seen full scripts yet, she's eagerly anticipating the new season. She mentioned, "I've been holding on to that for a while, so it's pretty fun. I've heard a bit of gossip and anecdotes, so I'm really excited. I've been gently asking, can I see? He'll be amazing. He's such a great actor." The news that Season 4 will focus on Benedict is really exciting and gives us some clues about the romantic leads for Seasons 5 and 6. With Season 3 wrapping up Benedict's storyline with Lady Tilly Arnold and leaving his love life hanging, Season 4 will dive into his romance with Sophie Beckett. This shift also hints at what's to come in the next few seasons. Benedict's charm and spontaneity make him a great confidant for Eloise, who often turns to him when she feels weighed down by society's expectations and the pressure to find a match. Unlike his older brother, Benedict follows his passions despite the constraints of the Regency era. Both he and Eloise are standout characters with unconventional views, setting the stage for their development in Season 4 and beyond. Given Benedict and Eloise's close bond, it makes perfect sense for Eloise to step into the spotlight in Season 5. Since Eloise looks up to Benedict as both a brother and a mentor, it makes sense that she'd be inspired to seek out love for herself and reconsider her stance on finding a partner. Season 3 wraps up with Eloise promising to leave Scotland in time for Violet's masquerade ball, setting up a natural progression into Seasons 5 and 6. In the 5th Bridgerton book, Eloise connects with Sir Philip Crane through a series of letters, which eventually leads to their marriage, though not without some challenges. And it makes total sense for Bridgerton to focus on Eloise in Season 5 and then Francesca in Season 6. Eloise has been a key character since Season 1, so it's only fitting that Season 5 will dive into her story, especially since she's been a key player in the Lady Whistledown mystery. This sets up a smooth transition to Francesca's story for Season 6. After Season 3, Francesca's marriage to John needs some time to unfold before she can really dive into her relationship with Michaela. Since we've already been introduced to Michaela, the groundwork is there for their story. Given that Francesca has been more reserved compared to characters like Benedict and Eloise, it'll be interesting to see how she contrasts with the fiery Michaela. Francesca hasn't been in the spotlight as much, so her story is ripe for development. In the 6th book, When He Was Wicked, John's death is a crucial part of her narrative, and we might not see that until Season 6. Eloise's storyline in Season 5 and Sir Philip's proposal will set the stage perfectly for Francesca's journey, giving us a deeper look into her life and relationships. Given all that, there are some key elements from Benedict's book story that Season 4 needs to nail, especially when it comes to Benedict and Sophie's time at My Cottage. Even though the show might tweak their meeting timeline, their stay at My Cottage is crucial. In An Offer from a Gentleman, after Benedict saves Sophie from her employer's son, he invites her to stay with him at his family's place in the countryside, so she can find a new job with Violet. Their journey gets interrupted by nightfall and Benedict falling ill, forcing them to stay at his cottage. This time together is really important, because it allows them to bond away from society's prying eyes. Benedict's illness also accelerates their emotional connection as Sophie takes care of him. The isolation of the countryside lets them grow closer and foreshadows the kind of future they might have together living away from London's high society. Another crucial element to keep in Season 4 is Araminta's role as the villain. Araminta, the Countess of Penwood, plays a key antagonistic role in An Offer from a Gentleman, and her presence is vital to Sophie's story. While Season 3 explored the idea that some villains, like Cressida, might have redeeming qualities based on their circumstances, Araminta's intense hatred and mistreatment of Sophie are central to the plot. Her cruelty, especially after the death of the Earl of Penwood, significantly impacts Sophie's life. Softening Araminta's character or changing her role would undermine the dramatic tension and Sophie's journey. Araminta's strict adherence to societal norms and her harsh treatment of Sophie due to her being the Earl's illegitimate daughter mirror the rigid behavior of characters like Lord and Lady Sheffield from Season 2. Her favoritism for her own daughters over Sophie makes her role even more despicable. For Season 4 to stay true to the book's essence and maintain the story's emotional impact, Araminta's villainous traits should remain intact. And let's not forget Sophie's heartwarming bond with Violet and the younger Bridgertons. Once Sophie starts working for Violet as part of the Bridgerton household, she quickly becomes a beloved member of the family. Her natural kindness and her way with the Bridgerton kids make a strong impression on Violet, who welcomes her warmly long before Benedict even thinks about proposing. Sophie's genuine connection with the Bridgerton family gives her a taste of what a loving family can be like, something she deeply yearned for after her difficult childhood. This bond also has a significant impact on Benedict. Seeing Sophie interact so affectionately with his family only makes him fall deeper for her. It's this growing admiration and love that led to his proposal, a major turning point in An Offer from a Gentleman and a key moment in their story. For Season 4 to truly capture Benedict and Sophie's romance, it's essential to highlight this aspect of their relationship and show how Sophie's integration into the Bridgerton family deepens their love story. Bridgerton Season 4 should delve into this theme, showing how Benedict's relationship with Sophie challenges and ultimately changes his perspective on society's constraints. This would add depth to his character and provide a fresh angle on his journey. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. What do you think about the potential changes and additions to Benedict's story in Season 4? Do you have any other thoughts on how the show could handle Eloise and Francesca's arcs in future seasons? Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.